Well, thank you very much for joining in the important part of the debate. You haven't missed anything at all. Take a seat, there's plenty of them, you can take mine, it's okay, thank you. So good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for paying attention to the debate part of the comedy debate. Obviously Andrew here represents future you, but we actually embody it. Paul Gordon has flown all the way from Adelaide, he is future him. I only have 3 minutes, I have barely enough time to go through all of these guys, but I want to start by quoting, you quoted Steve Jobs. I'm going to quote someone who's even more important, who's in this room right now, Professor Yunus. I'm going to paraphrase, unfortunately, but Professor Yunus says you don't use lawyers in your organisation because lawyers indicate a lack of trust. So if you have trust, you don't need lawyers, right? And that's exactly why in my team we've lawyered up. Because I don't trust the case from the affirmative, ladies and gentlemen. Do not trust him at all. In fact, he's an IP lawyer in case I steal our jokes, and she's a criminal barrister because, hey, we're in the Commonwealth Bank. Anyway. Sorry, did I misread the brief? I'm sorry. Hello, Honourable Minister. 2 words. I know, it doesn't matter. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about the 3 zeros, okay, the 3 zeros, which is a very appropriate analogy. Not sure if it's intentional, but in Australia, the 3 zeros is the emergency number, as we all know. 911 would have worked as well, but anyway, the 3 zeros are good because it's an analogy about an emergency, which is what has happened due to the excesses of capitalism. If you don't believe me, watch late night television, sorry, watch the World News. It sounds like a late night TV ad. Bear with me. Planet Earth, closing down sale, everything must go. Towns, villages, half price. Plants, animals, half price. Climates, ozone layers, half price. Trees and forests, totally slashed. But wait, there's still more. Human dreams, out they go. Tidal waves, in they flow. Rainforest clearing out. Cheap labour, buy one, get one free. Work now and slave, slave, slave. You didn't see that ad? Okay. You have to read between the lines of the evening news. Ladies and gentlemen, that is what capitalism... We're not anti-capitalists, we're just obviously the excesses of capitalists. Look where it lands you. Alan Bond, one of our most successful entrepreneurs, ended in jail. Bernie Madoff, the greatest Ponzi scheme of all time, ended in jail. Jordan Belfort, the Wolf of Wall Street, where'd he end up? In jail. For a short time now as a motivational speaker. Hey. I mean, karma is it works in mysterious ways, and sometimes it's a social business, isn't that right, Clive? The argument is social business crazy? You have to be totally crazy to do a social business. Let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, most of us here are in business, and if you are, you know you have to be a little bit crazy to do it. You don't have to be crazy to do it, but it certainly does help. But, ladies and gentlemen, as a psychology graduate, I know there's more than one type of crazy. In fact, look around you, there's many types. Okay. There's at least 3 types of crazy, right? There's good crazy, there's bad crazy, and there's downright ugly crazy, right? Now, good crazy, of course, people, you know, back in the day, going back a little while now, Galileo, Columbus, Copernicus argued about the world is round, right? When everybody was thought it was flat, they thought they were crazy. Can you imagine being in the piazza when Galileo or Columbus are sitting there trying to explain, ragazzi, bene qua, il mondo è un globo, una sfera. They did not know it's flat. Hey, come football, non pizza, right? It was just a hard argument to make, is what I'm saying. And the earth revolved around the orange sun. I mean, they weren't buying it, right? Now what do we get? The bastion of the leader of the world's free markets, Mr. Donald Trump. What would he say to that? What would be his rebuttal to the earth is flat, earth is round argument, and that we revolve around the sun? You know what? I understand. I'm orange. I am the sun. The sun shines out of my golden toupee. Sunrise, sunset, very simple. Very simple. The earth is flat. We all know it. I know it. You know it. We know it's flat. But we're going to make it flatter. We're going to flatten the earth. We're going to build flats on the earth. We're going to put a wall around the earth. We're going to take those socialists, kick them out of the planet, take socialists out of business. We're going to put them up in space with Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos and Kim Jong-un and all the other little rocket men. We're going to make the earth flat again, okay? That's pretty much what we're arguing here. Ladies and gentlemen, what I'm saying, I'm asking you, would you side with us, right? We would rather side with 15th century Renaissance role models rather than a 21st century orange man who only marries models. Social business, ladies and gentlemen, is it crazy? Well, maybe it is, but only history will prove us right either way. At the start of our debate, Paul gave out 2 $1 coins. Now, some of you, who's got the first? You said you got the, okay, yes. Now, so this is what they call the charity dollar. Use it once, that's it, stays with you, right? Right now, of those 2 $1 we started out with, our initial capital, right, the seed capital, you have 50% of the wealth. How does that feel? You're now in the top 1%, sir. You are the top 1%. You have won the money game. How does it feel on your own there with everyone looking at you with the money? You know? Does it feel good? No, it's obviously... The thing is, ladies and gentlemen, the top 1%, that's what they do, right? They take the money, they hold on to it, and basically at the end of their lifetime, you know, they might give a big fraction of it back, which is essentially like a cathartic toll on their highway to heaven, sorry. Why wait that long, I'm saying? Why wait that long? What we're offering you, ladies and gentlemen, is the fairest trade deal ever. Let the people keep the profit and you keep your soul. Lawyers excluded, obviously. Who got experience of social business dollar that we gave up here? Who's actually touched that dollar? Who's felt it? Who's had it? Yes, look at all the people the social business dollar has impacted, right? Look at that. At least a quarter of the room. The rest of you, I'm sorry, we'll have to find it. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to conclude with this. The only banks we really need in the 21st century are not these kind of banks, no offense to our hosts. We need the banks that either create lives, save lives, or invest in a better quality of life. Very simple, ladies and gentlemen. Sperm banks, blood banks, or social banks. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Please have a round of applause for our comedy debaters. And you're all welcome to leave the table. You can stay, you can do what you like, right? It's very comfortable. So